in the first place for making time for us to talk to us.
Of course.
I just heard you came all the way from the U.S.
A little bit.
Just only for Bitcoin Amsterdam?
I kind of had to.
You had to? Why?
Because it's just such a lovely conference and everybody's here building so many different things and I just wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah, because you also have been to the earlier conferences, like in Miami, I think.
We've done Miami. We'll be sponsoring again next year for Miami too.
Okay. And maybe also the 2023 edition of Amsterdam, if it's...
We definitely will.
That's good to hear. Your story about Bitcoin, how did it start? What was your introduction to Bitcoin? What was the moment you saw it?
My introduction to Bitcoin is a little bit different than everybody else.
Yeah.
Most people do not know that I'm an oil engineer by trade, and I learned about Bitcoin while offshore on the oil platforms drilling, and someone was trying to explain that there is like a different commodity called Bitcoin, and I'm like, well, commodity is oil, like this is all I know.
Yeah.
And then when I kind of dug in deeper about what Bitcoin is and how the protocols work, I got hooked.
Yeah, that was it. Your introduction was through oil.
Yeah.
It is kind of an odd story.
It's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different. It's really cool because you have like the oil, the gold,
and now digital. Yeah.
Digital. So that was your introduction, and you saw it. You also saw like our product is being used for the mining, maybe, or is it just
I ran my own mining pool for a while in 2012 through 14, and it was the only mining pool in California at the time that was powered solely by renewable energy.
Oh, so not by your own oil?
Not by oil. I've learned my lesson.
Okay. Everything but. Okay.
Yeah.
So 100% renewable energy.
I use solar and wind.
So basically you were one of the first doing that because...
A little bit of the OG.
Yeah, you are, definitely. Because nowadays there is, you can't go without it, I think.
I think so.
Every day more and more. And why did you stop? I mean, you did that?
So I was learning to mine and kind of getting my foray into crypto, but then I chose to kind of take a more professional job in crypto. So I used to run Binance U.S, one of the largest American exchanges, and I was there for a few years, and now I'm with Zest Protocol. Yeah,
so that's just the next adventure for you and no more mining.
Maybe not right now. Perhaps I'll turn it back on at one point.
Yeah. If you're done with this, but it doesn't sound like in the near future you're done with crypto.
No, not at all. Right now I'm working on Zest Protocol. It is an on-chain Bitcoin yield platform. So think about native Bitcoin DeFi.
Okay. So again, one of the OGs maybe in a new
in a new way
within Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think from the markets we've seen people lending Bitcoin through CeFi. It may or may not have worked out well for people from the summer of news.
Depends on who you ask.
But we're trying to reimagine how it should be done in the proper way, on-chain, fully transparent, and you know exactly where your assets are going.
Yeah, so how it should be maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, any questions from you guys?
You said
you write like
also in
news
Bitcoin mining, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have now in Texas, right? They use miners as also electricity to preserve electricity as well.
Yeah.
How is that now in Texas?
So it's definitely changing landscapes in Texas. So like some of my former oil company clients are now flaring their gas and using that to mine Bitcoin, and so kind of repurposing something that already exists to bring a broader cause, and I really like that. Yeah. It's definitely becoming more prevalent in West Texas, and a lot of oil companies are thinking about how do they incorporate Bitcoin mining as part of their green energy initiatives.
Oh yeah. You also said you ran a mining pool from 2012 to 2014.
I did.
But I thought I read that you became into Bitcoin in 2016, right?
No, a lot earlier. Okay. I used to mine Bitcoin and Monero.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. And why did you mine Monero?
You know, it was honestly the easiest one to mine when I was kind of learning all the mechanics of setting up my own servers and rigs. I thought it was an interesting one to mine because privacy is something that's so inherent to kind of your identity, and I like that everything about my transactions on Monero were inherently private, and so I just wanted to support it.
Okay, nice. Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes.